Good afternoon. It is 4 p.m. here in South Korea. I am Arirang News, AI anchor, Arirang. Professors from 24 of South Korea's medical schools will decide whether or not to collectively hand in their resignation letters. So far, among the so-called Big Five hospitals, professors of Seoul National University, the University of Resign and Catholic University have finalized their decision to submit resignation letters if the government takes any legal action such as suspending junior doctors' licenses. According to an emergency response committee of professors formed on Tuesday, they will finish discussions by Friday to show support and to safeguard junior doctors who walked out around 4 weeks ago. South Korea's economy is showing a patchy recovery. According to the monthly economic green book released Friday by the Finance Ministry, the country's manufacturing, production, and exports are showing signs of improvement. But the nation's economy continues to grapple with high inflation as well as sluggish private consumption and construction investment. Starting today, people in Russia are voting in the presidential election, although state-run polls suggest President Vladimir Putin's win is a given. More than 112 million Russians over 18 are eligible to vote until Sunday. If President Putin wins again, he will have been Russia's leader for longer than Joseph Stalin, who ran the then Soviet Union for 29 years. This time, 4 regions in Ukraine occupied by Russia are also casting their votes. Putin's time in power could technically extend until 2036 following a constitutional amendment in 2020. A mega rocket developed by SpaceX for future Mars exploration conducted its third test flight on Thursday. The Starship successfully flew halfway around the world for 48 minutes. But during its descent and re-entry, it is presumed that the spacecraft burned up. SpaceX carried out 2 tests last year that both ended with explosions. And while Thursday's launch didn't end successfully, it achieved a number of milestones and provided much-needed data. SpaceX is now in a position to move on to more complex test flights. With the first ever Major League Baseball regular season games to be held in South Korea, the San Diego Padres were the first to arrive in the early hours of Friday morning. The Padres, who are led by some of the biggest names in the majors, and also boast 2 former KBO stars in Kim Ha-sung and Go Seok, they arrived at the Incheon International Airport at around 1:30 a.m. to prepare for the Seoul series against the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers will arrive later this afternoon. The 2 teams will play exhibition games against the Kim Heroes, the LG Twins, and the South Korean national baseball team early next week. The West Coast rivals will then face off at Seoul's Gocheok Stadium on March 20 and 21st. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.